Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. I'm gonna hit random, as I often do, and we're just gonna get Isaac, and I'm totally okay with that. That is totally fine with me. So this morning I went to the mall because I wanted to get a case so that I could make my... I got a new iPod because my old one was full. I got a classic, which is not only the cheapest, but also the one with the most space, and I really needed that. And yes, I'm using an iPod. It's what I used a long time ago, and everything's been in iTunes since, but I don't use iTunes except for, like... I don't use iTunes to purchase music because their music is honestly a waste of money in my opinion, because I'm all about high audio quality. When you can get it at the same price, you may as well get higher quality. I'm probably going to be taking Mr. Mega, by the way. I don't have a reason to leave it laying around. I should just take it. Don't worry, I won't forget it. So I did that, and I got a case for that so that I could keep the back shiny, because I don't know why they have to make them so shiny so they get messed up. But I don't like it, so I got a case, and that's fine. Now I'm all not worried about it, and then my old one had pretty terrible battery life anyway. But then I got home, and I synced the thing, because of course I have to, 'cause even though I've had it, I just never synced it. I did that, and this is the first time I've synced an iPod from scratch on USB 3.0, and oh my god, it's so fast comparatively. I never used 3.0 for it, and like I went out to shovel a little bit of snow, and it was done when I got in. That's 56 gigs, and I was like, wow. And yeah, I rip CDs like separately from iTunes a lot of the time to make sure I get like good 320 or lossless or whatever I'm going for with whatever particular album, because that's just how I am. I mean, I shouldn't have taken the Soul Heart, but whatever, I'm going for it anyway. Alright, fine. Be that way. So we didn't even use the D6 here. Let's see, where's the secret room? Where is the secret room? This is an interesting question. That doesn't make sense. There has to be one. That's just a fact. Oh, that's really annoying. That's an annoying location. But I guess that's where it is. Ah, of course, that's just a bunch of red hearts. Cool story. And then that's what I did all that work for? Fine, I'm playing you. I don't have 5 cents, so I'm gonna not worry about the arcade because I can't possibly get one. Seriously though, you're a jerk. Okay, Justice is actually pretty cool. Alright then. Makes my life easy. Fortunately, I don't have to use an extra bomb to go out there, or I wouldn't have done that because it totally wouldn't have been worth it, most likely. But we're alright. And of course, there was no reason to go to the shop with that. So let's just get out of here, and hopefully the top secret room will be as evident on this floor because I can do something interesting with that. So another thing I got was a new tape, like cassette thing, so that I can listen to music from my iPod through my car's stereo, which is actually really good. But the car is too old to have an aux in, or it has a CD player, but I mean, who uses CDs for things other than ripping them? That's the real question. And that was... hopefully that's going to fix the problem I've been having where, wow, that problem, where it freaking skips over to B-side every like 2 seconds even though there is no B-side. So it just interrupts my music flow and ruins my morning literally consistently because it's just so frustrating and unfun to listen to. So I got a Tears up there, that's really good. But anyway, hopefully the new tape fixes all of my problems in life, as I hope it does. And then I can actually enjoy my time in the car, because I don't actually like driving. So, you know, it's kind of an interesting issue when the one thing that makes it redeemable is not available. Hopefully that fixes it. So back to Isaac now. It's kind of an update on my day, I guess. Not that many of you would care. I definitely have an extra bomb comparatively, and I can check for the secret room here. Could have checked for the top secret room underneath it, but I found the secret room, so it's all good. Course, just what I needed. It's probably not the arcade. There's no arcade. I meant the item room, and I could have bombed in, but I actually have more keys, and that would definitely be worth it more. You suck, game. I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay. So here's an interesting way of doing things. We are going to... I'm not going to use that because I'm not going to ditch the D6, but yeah, that's all right. Alright, so let's go in here. Troll bombs. Troll bombs. Wonderful. Okay, so now we go in and out. We're at 1 heart. We can go check the boss challenge room. We don't have a special item yet, so we can still get something like the pentagram or the other thing. You know, the other thing. The super bandage, and that'd be pretty good. Or we can get a health up, and I'm totally cool doing that. I'm not too worried because it's just Monstro and three three-section Larry Juniors. And of course I got hit, but it's fine because I already lost my Devil Room chance like right at the start of the floor. At least for not taking red heart damage on the floor, of course, because I can still get it for the boss, which I hope I do, because seriously. But I've definitely been taking an oddly high amount of damage on this floor. I don't know what's up with that. So I'm going to just stop doing that. I thought that would hit me, actually. I was like, alright, going to try and get under this, but it's totally not going to work out for me. Alright, you die already. Nice. So, I'm saving my reroll, of course. I was going to use it in the curse room if that happened to be an option. But I'm saving it for the potential devil room that I'm pretty unlikely to get at this point. Not that extra damage matters, it's just that I'm only going to have a 36% chance at best. Although, last episode I did totally get the 1% one, didn't I? I think that happened. So, you know, I've had less likely things happen in my life. And we'll see if that can hopefully happen again at 36%, which is far more likely. So, I've been saving this Justice card. What we're going to do is, with our 3 bombs, we're going to find the top secret room in one of 3 locations. I don't expect it to be here, but it is. That's not what I was looking for. But I will play this with all 3 of my cents. Okay. Alright, fine. I just wanted to use that, get a particular heart, and then make sure that that would drop as that, because I was told that that's a thing where you can guarantee any type of heart rather than just like eternal hearts or full red hearts or something. And that'd be super cool. Pin is like the perfect boss because it's very easy, and I shouldn't mess up here at all. Alright, shoot it while it's down there because it's still damageable, but it's, I missed, so it didn't really help. And it's really just a very simple fight, just up and down. Fine, don't shoot yourself. But its hitbox is still there when it pops up and down, even though when, like, it's still down. When it's down before it jumps, its hitbox is still there. As you can see, its health is going down. Okay, so I'm not going to take the shot speed up, but would I rather reroll here? Yeah, I would. I'm a little mad. Just a little bit mad. With 4 keys, I'm going to open up that golden chest over on the side. And I'm going to not touch the Forget-Me-Now because maybe we get lucky and it gets to appear again. Maybe. So I didn't take stem cells because it's a shot speed up. And I avoid shot speed up like the plague. Because that's just how I feel about it. Thanks. Thanks for the troll bombs. It's just what I needed. No reason not to take that heart though. Since I happened to... I'm done with the floor. I have nothing left to do here. So as we go to the next floor, I'm going to drink some water, as my throat is a little painful for some reason, and I'm not sure what's up with that. So I'm going to try and prevent that from sticking around. So that's a pretty unpleasant thing to see, Curse of the Labyrinth. But it's a really nice spawn to be right next to the item room, so we're going to have rerolls, like, we're going to be optimally using our rerolls immediately. And it is caves rather than catacombs, so at least we have that. It could be worse. And, of course, I'm going to totally focus on all of these slot machines that I just can't avoid. No, I'm going to focus on rerolling that room right from the start. And see if I can accomplish anything with it. Hey, no, no, no. Hey, no. You don't want to keep doing that. You don't? Okay, good. Alright, that's a key, and I like keys. We do have another item room to expect. We have 2 bosses at the end of the floor. Right next to each other, we have that other thing. Oops. 1 shop, sadly. Only 1 devil room chance. It's not all good. It's, in fact, mostly kind of bad. We have less rooms overall, 1.8 times as many rather than 2 times as many. So I used to think Curse of the Labyrinth was a pretty nice thing, or a lot more neutral. But now I think it's pretty bad. It's actually indeed a curse. There are some positives to it. Like, if you get a spawn like this, that's great. You're going to get to reroll the item room a lot of times. No, I don't think so. I think that Mr. Mega is more important than Bobby Bomb. And I have all these rerolls. But then again, here's the other item room. So this is a really good layout, basically. I can actually focus on rerolling everything in the world all at once. I was hoping that I'd get to at least damage this significantly in a chain reaction at some point along the room, but I didn't. And we've got the mulligan. I actually really do want the mulligan, but I believe that I still don't have special items, so I'm going to wait to pick up the mulligan until later. So I think that's the case. So I want to save that. The mulligan is, by the way... Oh, that's so unfortunate. So there goes my 99% of the Devil Room chance for avoiding red heart damage on the floor. So that really does simplify a few choices for me for the rest of the floor, which is good. How did that... What? How did it not blow up the other one? What was I going to say? I was going to say... I don't know. Hopefully we get another special item throughout the course of the floor. It's a 1/6 chance to spawn a kamikaze fly whenever we hit with a tier, and those flies do twice our damage, which, I mean, so far our damage is not at all special. It's not good. It's base, but that's not to say that we won't get any more damage. If we don't get any more damage, I'm going to be particularly upset with this run, because it's going to be bad. But other than that, I feel pretty good about the way this is going to go. Okay, I don't want that, and I don't want to touch it either, because if we happen to fight Envy, it'd be nice to get another reroll pedestal somewhere along the line throughout the course of the run. Maybe we get to fight Envy multiple times because of the womb, and then we get to get even more reroll pedestals. It's just an item that's not really worth touching, because it's only in the pool once, and it is not going to cause us problems. It's only going to help us, if anything. Oh, I didn't want that. Darn. This is one of those rooms where you expect kind of a little bit. I knew that would happen, but I thought I could slip by. Anyway, this is one of those rooms where you kind of at least somewhat expect a tinted rock. So it's quite disappointing at the moment that it's not there. Alright, we're doing well for resources at the moment, and I like that. I really do appreciate that from the game. What we're not doing well for is items or health. So I'm going to hopefully turn that around soon. I would really like a great item out of the... I shouldn't have taken that, probably, since I've already taken red heart damage. It's better to leave that laying around, pick it up later. But I've forgotten it anyway, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, hopefully I can turn those issues around very shortly. Mulligan's a nice step. Monstro's Tooth is not at all helpful. So, you know, we'll see. By the way, I've learned that touching the item room items doesn't matter. If you touch them in the item room, you're fine, because the item room's the one that needs to refresh. If you've touched an item elsewhere that's in the item room pool, then it's still in the pool, but it can't appear because you've picked it up. And that means that the pool can't refresh. Also, this is garbage, but I can actually reroll it because there's another boss after it. Anyway, the pool can't refresh because it can't get under 5 items. So you try to reroll, but it can't give you anything. And it just cries itself to sleep because it's like, well, I can't give him anything, but there aren't less than 5 items, so I can't refresh. I better just crash. And that is how that works. I finally understand how the crash works. And that is it. So the way to fix that would just be to make it so that picking up an item removes it from the other pools rather than just making it so that it can't appear because you have it. Because I didn't know that, actually, that picking up an item, like, say, My Little Unicorn in the secret room, it's also in the item room pool. I didn't know that it would be still in the item room pool, just something that you couldn't get because you have it. I thought that it would be removed from all pools, which is where the disconnect happens. So that's the knowledge right there. That is the knowledge. So anyway, this fight sucks. It's long. It's annoying. It gives you a bad item. And that's that. Okay, so that's handled. It's not the highest priority reroll, most likely. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Yeah, I should just do that. Hopefully it's not Pestilence. I would really hate if it were Pestilence. Okay, Gertie's fine, and this is the one that can't shoot. Can only spawn enemies. So that makes my life pretty easy, except that part. Wow. Okay, this is seriously just silly. Stop spawning everything over there. Fine, I'll just stay over here. Oh, now you spawn something over here. This freaking Gertie. It's kind of like this freaking guy, but apparently Gertie is indeed a female. So, you know. Ugh. Get bombs in there. Mr. Mega Bombs do like 60 damage, so it's pretty good. Pretty useful. Okay, and then that will handle the boss. So we did take damage here, so we're on that 1% double room chance, which is just not going to happen, basically. Squeezy, something I wanted to see. It's a Tears Up, it's 2 Soul Hearts. I like it. I'm also going to reroll the first boss first. Ugh, gross. Reason being, I need stat ups, and they're more likely to come from that source. Squeezy, I don't know if it's special, so I actually guess I should have waited on that. And the 2 Soul Hearts I could have waited on as well, because those I couldn't forget. There's no way I could forget them. They're right there. So I should have waited on that. Oh, yes, that worked. I'm so glad. And then I could have gotten more special items. Oh, I thought I might be able to do it. Cube of Meat did not power me through it, sadly. Yeah, that's worth it. I have more bombs than keys, and keys are very valuable. I'm just gonna do the upward path first. Come back for the next one. We'll just go in columns, I guess. Really? That hit me. Wow, you just shot out of your butt. Wow, that was all really bad dodging, actually. Don't know why I was trying to do it that way. Stop shooting out of your butts. I really just need you to not do that. Yep, columns are going to be a viable option for me. Oh, really? I didn't move. I thought I would slip to the side there. That one was not actually a bad decision. It was just, it didn't work the way I planned it to. Interesting. I don't see too many Ipecac runs. That would make... Oh, no. That would make it so that... I can't believe I handled this so well. The mulligan was practically useless. But it would make us set for damage, of course. It's a fun item. It's pretty challenging to use a lot of the time. Takes far more skill than Dr. Fetus, in my opinion. And, I mean... I don't... In my mind, it's not arguable, but that's why that's an opinion. Still, I'll leave it, and then I'll reroll the boss room first. Just every so often, get the cube of meat in there, do that 7 damage per hit. Get something good going. Okay, you did die. Oh, calm down. Cool, I handled that just fine. I have enough money to go to the shop. 50% chance that's greed. So I'll do that after I go and reroll that cat of nine tails. Oh. Microphone was in the way of the door a little bit, and I couldn't see that I was to the side of it, I guess. Cat of nine tails. Give me a health up and or a damage up. That's what I want to see. Okay, that's a health up and 2 soul hearts. Considering it appeared, I'm going to say that Squeezy probably isn't special. And I definitely want that item. Right, I want to do this now. Greed, so we're not getting greed on the next floor unless we happen to have an XL floor and no mini-boss elsewhere. Which, it's totally possible. I just really, not only do I doubt it, I really hope that it's not going to happen. Still, on the plus side, this does get me a third of a reroll. And that means that I can hopefully get that, like, one more reroll total on this floor, so that I feel totally justified in using a key on that. I'm going to reroll Ipecac because I'd rather have... would I, though? I become Guppy often enough. It's just that the mulligan will almost never activate when you have Ipecac, because it can activate if you have... if you hit directly with the Ipecac bomb, but that's that's pretty silly to hope for or expect. It's not often that you're aiming for that. I guess I could always aim for that. But, like, I'd rather just take one or the other and not both, because they just don't combine well. There's no reason that I'd want to have both. I can probably create a more interesting run with the mulligan than with Ipecac for the viewers. So I guess that's what I'll do. I'll reroll Ipecac and see where it takes me. But Ipecac's pretty rare, so I feel kind of bad. It's just that I think I've got something good and possible going. Definitely not with the sack of pennies, though. Am I going to get another reroll? It's possible. There might be the extra room available. Okay, I was too slow on that one, and I knew it right away, but then I just kept on waiting for some reason. What is this? The Emperor teleports us to the boss room, and we're not getting another reroll, sadly. Okay, nope, nope. Alright, this is problem solving right here. You know, that was bad dodging, and it just worked out because cube of meat is really nice to have. Okay, that's you dead. Do I have this kind of range? I should, yeah. Sadly, I do not get to reroll the sack of pennies, which I'm absolutely not taking, because that would make the relic drop less frequently, and it's not particularly useful. I have all the money I'll need for the rest of the run, almost certainly. So it's just not something that I want to have at that risk. So I'll take the mulligan, and I'll take the super bandage, and we will be on our way. I'll also drink some more water. See how it goes on the next floor. I'm pretty sad about the reroll, because I wanted there to be one more room and have greed be the difference so that I felt good. Not my life. So like I said, 1 heart, 2 soul hearts. All good. I'll be back in a second. Alright. Depths 1. So we do know that we are not going to fight greed here. We know that because we fought greed on the last floor, and it is the last floor in the game's eyes. So remember, the mulligan's that 1/6th chance. It's so hard to say sixths sometimes. To spawn the kamikaze fly again, twice our damage. Okay, this time I'd like to not lose my soul hearts, pretty much. And of course that means I have to play it close with the knights. Definitely a reroll there. Harlequin Baby is okay, but this is an early floor item room, and I'd much rather keep rerolling. But it is a decent familiar. It's one of the ones that I'm totally fine taking. Pinky Eye is a 1/10th chance that when we fire a tear, it's poison instead, and that'll poison an enemy for a little bit of damage over time. Totally cool with that, and of course that would be worthless with Ipecac because Ipecac already does poison enemies. Alright, calm yourself right there. Okay, we're fine. I knew you'd shoot again. Don't think I didn't. Strength could be useful, so I'll hang on to that for now. But I do want to have the Emperor for the next floor because that'll help me potentially get a Devil or Angel room after the mom fight, and that'll be pretty nice to have. Okay, key and reroll, so we're on to bigger and better things. Hopefully from Harlequin Baby here. What are ya? No, you're smaller and worse things. It's so bad. That makes it so that one of our familiars, if we have any, would become Brother Bobby, which is one of the familiars that I don't want to have, and I only take the familiars that I think are particularly good or decent. That was really lucky that that one went where it did. Okay, this is not a good layout for this fight, but it's going to be okay, because I got this. Oops, I'm sorry if that was loud. I accidentally hit the pop filter. I should not have done this. Why did I do that? And I don't even have freaking the Emperor. Well, the Emperor wouldn't help me. Why did I just walk into the boss room like I had nothing to lose here? The reason this is bad, of course, is because I'm going to get a devil room. And it has to be a devil room because I haven't had a devil room yet, so it can't be an angel room. And I'm not going to have a reroll for it. And here, by the way, is justification for not taking Holy Water, because it would change Little Gish into Brother Bobby, and Little Gish is, in my opinion, the best familiar to have. So I would definitely be pretty sad to lose that one. And Holy Water is also just really bad, even if it didn't do that. Like, even if it didn't change a familiar, it'd be really bad, because it spills, so it's basically Lemon Mishap. It puts a little circle of liquid down when you get hit exactly where it is at that moment, which is never near an enemy a lot of the time. And a lot of enemies are immune to it. So it's terrible. And such is life. So, Brimstone and Spirit of the Night. I don't want either of those things, but I will blow up the rock. See if it's tinted rock. Not today. So yeah, neither of those were something I wanted, but I could have re-rolled them both, and then I would have been happy, but we saw just now that the room was gone. So, yeah, that was all about my mistake, completely. And I'm pretty sad about it. Pretty sad about it. But at least we do have Little Gish to slow enemies, and I guess now we're on Angel Room possibility, and that means that I have that much extra health left over by not having to trade to the devil for something I wanted a lot. So we could look at it that way. Alright, Dead Sea Scrolls, no thank you. I don't really want to use it either, because it would be annoying to use if it's a teleport. I don't think it's necessary. Range down, not a big deal. We did get a range up earlier, so I guess I'm a little less upset about that now. Even if I still wanted a bit more. We are about even with Isaac's base range, though, probably. Although I think we're higher than Isaac's base range, because I'm pretty sure that all range ups and all stat ups in general, well, not all like that, but I'm pretty sure all of the range ups are higher than the range down pill. So I'm not particularly worried. Definitely go into the curse room once I get a reroll built up. Just because it could be something good. We've already got Brimstone and Spear of the Night handled. They're out of the pool. That was cutting it a little closer than I needed to. But I am just trying to make these guys walk over the spikes, which is always a pretty good idea. But I did cut it close, like I said. You do have to find the shop. Something that I wouldn't have minded re-rolling for a while. Ugh, come on. Every chest has been bad. Dang it. Why you gotta be the nail? I'm gonna keep re-rolling in here, because it's more likely to give me something particularly useful like the Pact, the Mark. I need damage ups right now. Quite badly. And I'm only gonna get one more reroll at most, so it better count. It better count. I'm probably not even gonna get one more reroll. Let's just be real with ourselves. I don't want Bum Friend. It's decent, sure, but I am not very inclined to have it take my money and all that. Secret room should be in one particular location, underneath and to the left of the item room. Okay, we might get a reroll after all, unless that next room's a sacrifice room, which would not surprise me at all. So actually, it's more likely to be right here, because I think that the C shape seems to be more likely than the U shape, and if they're both equally unencumbered by extra, or by being special. Wait, okay, if they're both, if none of the rooms surrounding are special, like item room, shop, library, all that stuff, and you have the available shapes like this, the C and the U, with nothing preventing the C from being possible, the C seems more likely. It's just my observation. Pact. Okay, so that's the first guppy item for us. But that's really not what I need right now. I'm sacrificing soul hearts here and not getting rewards. I didn't touch the My Little Unicorn because of what I explained earlier with that not actually being removed from the item room pool and rather just preventing the game from being able to not crash. But at the same time, if you don't pick up 5 items, as long as you only pick up 4 items throughout the course of the run that are in the item room pool as well, you're still fine. You're just totally set. So I can't get another reroll here no matter what I want to do. But I may as well do this. Wow, you're a jerk. I don't know why I may as well do this, but I can, so that's pretty much all it takes for me sometimes. Alright. I don't like the Selfless Knights. They're not among my favorite things to fight. Okay, can you just die? Thank you. Why you gotta turn like that? Alright. There you go. Good job. Good work. Okay, come on. There we go. It's no reroll, like I said. It's just not possible. Gonna take our Emperor card. I'll stick with a Pinky Eye. Then I guess we're good to go. Again, sadly, with nothing I can do about getting a reroll. And we didn't even get anything out of the curse room. Besides one guppy item. I wasn't gonna take the dead cat. That was an absolutely stupid idea for sure. Like, more stupid than the things I usually do. So, here we go. We didn't get a lot out of things, but that's alright. Gonna drink more water. Sorry about all this. Alright. Gotta go left. Oh, well, that's what happens when you go left sometimes. So we're fighting Ultra Pride. I'm gonna get the left hand trinket for this, which turns all chests into red chests. I'm actually pretty interested in that. So I'm gonna take it over the Pinky Eye. Since I'm only gonna have it for this floor anyway, I don't have to worry about like keeping it till the chest like I did, was that last time? It might have been last time. So that's not a concern. And it's pretty decent. It could help us become Guppy as well, because we can get Guppy items from the chests, unconditionally unless we pick them up, of course. And, I mean, the only one that counts twice is Guppy's tail. So I don't have to worry about, like, oh, I got 2 dead cats and I don't want them. That's not a problem at all. Alright. So the Emperor is going to help us get a Devil Room, potentially. Or an Angel Room, because we didn't take the deal with Devil that was offered us. By the way, our Familiar's Tears don't count for the mulligan, and apparently, although I was informed and like thought it was confirmed, the mulligan doesn't stack with being Guppy. Boom! Alright. I'm pretty interested in that right now. I don't have any reason to wait. So that's 2/3 of the way to being Guppy. Yeah, apparently the mulligan does not stack with it. Oh. Okay. I'm just going to take that now. The Max's head. 0.5 damage up, 1.5 times damage multiplier. Huge knockback up, though, so that's the negative to it. I think it's enough damage that I'm okay with that. Like, it's big, and it also makes it so that your threshold for red tears is higher, I guess, because obviously we're going to be over 5.5 damage now. Because there's just no way we wouldn't be with this setup. So this is Bombs Are Key, I thought so. Still have our Emperor card, we're in good shape with that. 6 more cents isn't really important to me, but I'm not going to say no to it. I knew that was going to happen, and I just didn't change my fingers' minds in time. No worries. Okay, I still have that kind of range. Cool. Wish I could get to this, but I haven't even had the option to get a ladder. So you can't even be like, well, you only bought the ladder. Not this time. Not this time. Alright, so I have nothing to be re-rolling at the moment. Can I have more chests? Because I do have Guppy's tails. That increases the drop rate of chests and golden chests and decreases other drop rates. That's not the boom I was looking for. I was about to say boom when it was, like Guppy's paw, preferably. But, no, I got a different kind of boom. Alright, so I'm just going to cheese, as I usually do, besides when particularly annoying enemies for cheesing come up. Oh, okay, thank you. Thought I was screwed there for a second. Fortunately made it out in time, intact. So of course I wanted to do this as soon as possible because it's a reroll pedestal that was potentially valuable to me. I want the health up. Use the Emperor. No room. I'll come back for the Polaroid. I'd rather have the left hand for now. And I can't get to that because I don't have any source of flight. And I don't have anything to reroll at the moment. I'll hang on to the Bombser key. But other than that, I don't know. We've got nothing to reroll. I need a curse room. Like, immediately? Ow. I can't afford this damage, that is for sure. But we'll see if Max's head can carry me to victory. That's not the Joker that I was looking for. I only have one Bombser key pill, so I'm just going to use the 2 of clubs now. Alright. Nope, don't do it. Don't even think about it. Alright, we're fine. No, we're not. Ah, I got complacent too quickly. The moment is nigh. That's not the moment. I lied. I lied to you, I'm sorry. Could you... Alright, I'm just leaving the option open. We're not fighting greed because we fought Ultra Pride. So this could be something beautiful. Maybe. Maybe not. It's kind of what I was expecting, to be honest. Magician is homing tears for a room. And I will certainly buy this. I'll hang on to the homing tears for now. I want to wait to use... Okay, thank you, Cube of Meat. Wow, I dodged right into it. I want to wait to use my reroll until I've seen the whole floor because I have now a very consistent source of rerolls if I so choose. In having the habit giving me 3 ticks of charge every time I get hit, which means 2 hits charges my item completely no matter what it is. Pretty sweet. And of course right now I'm just compelled to open every red chest that I possibly can because I want to be Guppy. I'm really sad that the mulligan doesn't stack with being Guppy. That was like the saddest news in history for me. Because that was something that I was pretty much certain was the case, and apparently I was incorrect. So again, I don't want to take damage yet. I also have a blood donation machine, which would almost make sense, like it's arguable which one makes more sense to do first. So the reason that this C shape is possible is because this end room right here is directly next to the spawn room, and that accepts it from being impossible. So basically, the more you know right there. Still nothing to reroll. I don't have a lot of money. I could still play for stuff in the arcade. Okay, what could this pill be? Alright, we're gonna take a chance on it, pretty much. Okay, you know what? I don't care anymore about the magician. I just care about this pill. This pill is gonna win me the game. It's probably gonna lose me the game. Let's just be real with ourselves. Alright. It's your time to shine, pill. I knew it. I straight up knew it. Also, you're a jerk. Wow. Wow. Is this a joke? Alright, I can't afford more, so you better give me POLYPHEMUS right now. Okay, then. So that's plus 4 damage, then times 2. And makes it so that our tier, if it overkills an enemy, can go past. If it overkills an enemy, it goes past and as another tier at half damage. There you go. That was really the last time I was going to play it, too. There was no way I was putting any more into it, and then it just gave me that perfectly. So the only sad thing right now is that we are not yet Guppy. I don't have any type of flight. I don't really care about the bombs or key pill. So I'm going to play this 6 times. There we go. That is not flight. I'm looking for a particular tarot card, and it's called the Hanged Man. I've been to the secret room. Haven't I? I must have. Okay, so I blow you up. What do you give me? 2 bombs. So I guess I blow you up. You give me 1 bomb. So I guess I blow you up too. That's for health mostly. Or enough money to do nothing with. I don't have anything else I can do besides grab my bombs or key pill that I'm not going to grab. So then away we go, and I guess we're in pretty good shape now. Playing it risky, working out. Let's get it going. So my damage concerns are gone. As are my concerns regarding Isaac and Blue Baby shooting at me a lot. I expected that to be the Hanged Man, so I'm not mad. That's a speed up and a damage up for a room. So yeah, we're not concerned about firing at Isaac and Blue Baby too much and them consequently firing too much at us. That's just not something that can happen, and I can't believe I didn't dodge that. What am I doing with my life right now? Besides throwing it away. Wish I could keep the left hand at the moment. What? Oh, it must have been the kamikaze fly, because those do immense damage now, due to the fact that I have Polyphemus in Max's head, which in combination form a very, very huge damage up. Okay, I definitely want to tears up with my setup, because I'm not firing super quickly. Could always go for a little more. If I found $3 bill, now would be the time to take it, because apparently I can fire full damage Polyphemus tears at insane rates, like full tier rates. So that would be pretty sweet, I must say. Still though, we're in great shape. God, if this could fire at like max tier rate, that would be insane. That would just, I know it can. We would be doing just truly disgusting things to the game. Okay, there we go. I just didn't want to walk on the stuff. No, can't really go for that. I really need Guppy's Paw, like, as soon as possible. Because I need to not be in this health position. Okay, we're fine. I do like one-shotting enemies, especially enemies such as those. Boss, yeah, that's what I expected. So I guess I'll fight the boss first, because I'm not going to be rerolling more. Skolex, alright, that's cool. We do a lot of damage to it, and our flies do even more, because they do twice that much. Sweet, magic 8-ball. So we do have 2 half hearts here. I'd rather reroll here and get freaking Pageant. Boy, that's not what I was hoping for. I was definitely hoping for a health up. And I'm tempted to go to the curse room, but there's no way I can justify it, really. Screw it, though. I'll do it anyway and probably get myself killed because of it, but that's the fun. Maybe I become Guppy from it. Not the boom. But I get to reroll that, and that gets me 2 hearts of recovery. Boom! That was all planned. So that's 2 red hearts of recovery, and it makes it so the pills can't be bad, only good or neutral. It makes it so that we can't get telepills, and we always get 1 more coin, minimum of 2, maximum of 3 total, from blood donation machines and IV bags. So that's pretty good. And I came out even from that whole endeavor, which is really the best I could have hoped for. I mean, I could have hoped for more, but the best I could have reasonably hoped for. Yeah. And even then, it was pretty unreasonable. Yeah, that puts me to optimal health, which is good. I forgot I had the habit, to be totally honest with you. So, even though I'm wearing it, I don't look at my character. Why would I do such a thing? Hey, stop missing me. Yeah, that's not a red chest, sadly. I really would like one of those. That gives me Guppy's Paw that I would use fully and then reroll. No, I don't want an arcade. I want a boss. I almost walked into a tier there, but I think, as usual, Cube of Meat really saved me there. Wow. not at all getting things I want, and I'm taking damage that I shouldn't be taking. We'll see how it goes. We shall... I don't want to fight this room. So now I know that they take more than one hit. When I finally get them through. Fine. This is all good. Where are you coming? Can't deal with that. Lumps are just straight up the worst. Stop it. Stop it. You're a meanie pants. And you're just playing freaking hide and seek with me, and no one wants it. No. I was like, range up, we did get a range down, maybe this is what I need. No, it's not, I'm still fine on range. What I need is anything else. Oops. Fortunately, I knew I could get away with that kill without taking damage, because I was going to still be under invincibility. Okay. I can't really afford this, but I did it anyway and it paid off. I did take damage in that room, so I got another reroll a little more quickly. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it this time. So that lowers the damage from Polyphemus, but as long as I hit with 2 or more tiers, I do more damage than I would have had with just the 1. Screw this game. Screw this game. Can't afford these keys, and you just make me want to use them before the chest. At least I do get to reroll Tammy's head, which I don't know why I touched. It was such a reflex, I suppose. So anyway, I'm firing 4 tiers that all have this crazy knockback, so this is pretty bad. Stop that. And each of them, rather than +4 and then ×2, have +5 damage, which is why as long as you hit with 2, it's more. But you still have to hit with 2, which, I mean, that's not hard to do. That'll be fine. That's interesting. Not going to use a key on that chest, though. I can't afford it. Like I said, I've decided it's not happening. I'm saving up again. Nope. Nope, that would mean that I wouldn't have wanted to take quad shot, and it's less fun than what I have right now. So, of course, Polyphemus is good with quad shot's good with Polyphemus, unless you have a single tier item like Technology, Technology 2, Mom's Knife, or Brimstone. Those are the only 4 where it's worse to have both items than not. So just keep that in mind and don't make the mistake with quad shot Polyphemus, which, yes, they're a good combination. And if you already have quad shot and then you have the option for like Mom's Knife or Brimstone or Technology or something, it's still more damage to take Polyphemus. It's just that if you had the option, you would have passed up quad shot instead, because Polyphemus will still upgrade your damage, but not having quad shot will make it even more upgraded. So that's all. That's all there is to it. That is the answer to the riddle of the Sphinx, and so it shall be. Boom. Nope. Nope. We're out of here. Let's see what's in this last path, which is crazy that we got this far without accomplishing anything, really. This knockback, though. This knockback. It's pretty wild. Pretty terrible, honestly. But that's kind of the fun. It's part of the reason I did it. That is not the guppy item I'm looking for. If I saw the dead cat again, I'd do it. Let's all admit it, I would do it. There's no question. And then I'd die for it, but that's more fun. It's more fun that way. Also, look at how hideous my eyes and stuff are. Get out of the way, little Gish. I just have, like, so many eyes right now. I have the giant one from Polyphemus, the quad ones from Mutant Spider, and then I have Squeezy having them pop out on the side. It's really just hideous and terrible. And I'm, you know, a crying nun with like a tear stash. It's just gross. Who's into that? Alright, I'm not looking for the secret room for some reason. Maybe it's right here, though. I'll look for it right there. It's probably at the one below it, and that would have been the one I guessed first. But there's no reason to expect that it actually was from nothing. So that was just a lucky I'm weird and guessed it for some reason. Yeah, I don't need to keep going with bombs. Can't afford bombs too much. Okay, that soul heart makes up for what I lost, and we are good to go. No left, so I guess I'm going down. Down's like the next best direction. Oh, I thought I'd escape that, actually. 2 of diamonds, just what I needed. Now I have twice as much money. Again, just what I needed. Okay, having a lot of damage when dealing with Loki is nice because that means that Loki doesn't have a chance to be a trickster. Which is really all he does anyway, isn't it? So it's kind of weird. We prevent Loki from doing what he does best and only. It's okay. We are going to find the boss. So we have a lot of knockback, which is actually good against Gertie Jr. It means that we don't have to worry about Gertie Jr. charging at us. Because we just knock it straight away. So that was the wrong way, obviously. Give me better stuff. I don't need all this money. I have 69 cents. It's perfect. Never give me another cent game, please. Alright, so this way. Oh, okay, that didn't hit me. I was really expecting it to, but I guess at least there's health laying around, so it wouldn't have been the biggest deal. Ow. Again, at least there's health laying around, although I no longer have 69 cents, and that means that I've just officially lost the game, and then I picked up more than it. Sad life right here. Sad life. So we've gotten a lot of good items this run, so I'm going to use the Empress on Isaac just to ensure my survival, hopefully. Oh, almost got hit there. Or Babylon, which is what this is, basically. It's just stronger. Does make your tears red no matter what. So this is not necessarily indicative of the fact that we have over 15 damage per tier. Or we might, actually. I just don't know. Okay, so we can get back to optimal health just by going a little bit out of our way to go back up and left. So I'm going to do that because that's actually pretty important. And then we will go to the chest where we have 4 rerolls awaiting us to hopefully be amazing things. But if not, I'm in pretty good condition anyway. Should be able to handle Blue Baby. But that's no guarantee. Once again, I will drink some water. And then we are on to the adventure. Scapular is good for us. That also means we have infinite rerolls if we so desire. The rest of it, not so much. Yeah, Spoonbender's really good, homing tears, and that means that we can get our quad shot in as a cluster to fully hit enemies, and that will negate our knockback because it'll slow them down a little bit if we miss. So it's pretty good. And that just means we're hitting more, so we have more chances to spawn the flies. It's just a very, very good thing to find right there. And Scapular, by the way, when not guaranteeing us infinite rerolls, it gives us a soul heart if we get down half of a red heart. Or if we have only soul hearts, it gives us a soul heart if we would die. Like I said, pretty good. So sadly, there's pretty much no way that this is going to go my way. Ugh, dang it. Okay, you're dead, and sadly I got hit by that, which is pretty weird. And I didn't get you locked there. You what? Having a giggle there. Alright, heart there. Double reroll awaiting. Get on with it. I'm good. I'm really good. I hate rooms like that. 5 more bombs, so I'll take that. And then drop it immediately. I meant drop it permanently immediately. Don't get hit. Of course, we can't activate Scapular once per room, which means that I could be fine as far as things are concerned, as long as I only get hit once in each room. That'd be great. Okay, I will definitely shoot all these because hearts are things that I can get. I didn't, but I could have. Oh, I'm gonna get hit there. Shouldn't be getting hit in this room, really. It's not a very difficult one. You can get cornered, I guess, but it's really not a huge concern. Alright, what are you? The world. Well, I was going the right way, go figure. It's almost like I continued on the path because I had reason to believe it was right. That's actually what happened. Believe it or not, I had a hunch. It seemed pretty reasonable. So, what we need to see is Mom's Bra from the reroll, God tier item, and then we're set. Although, this Joker card could get me set as well, because it could get me something amazing, basically. Like, get me some soul hearts. Especially now that I did that again. Alright, Celtic Cross is pretty useless, but let's... Alright, yeah, there's no reason not to do this now. So... now I just win. Become Guppy. Have all the soul hearts. And no red hearts. Polaroid invincibility on every hit. Celtic Cross is worthless to us. Spawn flies on every hit. Bombs are key. Why not? Now I can open up all the chests. I'm going to clear the floor now because, I mean, come on. A little sad I took Celtic Cross now because, I mean, I didn't know that would happen. Yeah, it was possible, but... come on. I can't expect the game to hand everything to me sometimes. Alright, so let's get that done. Nah. I'm already... it's a speed down, but otherwise all stats up. Might not be a range up or something. Like, most of the only all stats up is actually the Halo. But I don't really pay attention to that whole distinction going on there. Yeah, Virus, it's a small speed down, but it allows us to do poison contact damage whenever we come into contact with an enemy. Alright, I'll use this. Magician, I already have homing, so that's worthless to me. I have no bombs, so I can't go to the secret room. Of course. Of course. This is a long path, and sadly I have to go all the way back to get back to the boss. Just don't forget the room with the stuff in it. Alright, Halo flies, gets me 2 more orbitals. It'll block tears and damage flies. I mean, I already win, but you can always get more powerful. Always. I guess until you have everything. Then you're done being more powerful. Unless you have the Razor, then you can just keep getting more powerful infinitely. Forever and always. Alright, I'll reroll you once again. 2 bombs now, so that's a thing. What are you? God tier, but I don't need it anymore. 3 cents, thank goodness. Let's get these last 3 rooms done. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. It's gonna be less fun that way. So let's just not get hit in these rooms so that I don't have to go back for re-rolling between now and the time I'm done here. Right, spider butt, no thank you. Pestilence is cool. Pestilence is dead. War is also going to die quickly. No item this time. And I'm gonna kill Gluttony last because I can. And we are going to get a soul heart. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Let's reroll Spider Butt. Best friend. Harmless when we have only soul hearts. And actually, you know, it can be used to our advantage. But I'm okay. I'm quite okay. We have a handful of chests to open as we approach the boss, and then we are good to go. Again, Mom's Bra is something that I'd only use in the context of I need it to win, because it's like I said, God tier. It would make it far, far too easy with what we have right now. Not that it isn't already going to be easy. At least I became Guppy this late, so there's no reason that anyone can really complain about it. I mean, I guess there is, because I definitely could have lost easily. But that's alright. Telepathy for Dummies, homing. Fat Odd Mushroom. Damage up. Normally a speed down. Apparently it's a range up as well. It's a health up, but it doesn't fill it normally, so that's why we got a half heart, because it couldn't give us an empty health when we had none. But we still maintain our Polaroid invincibility because of that. Its speed down does not stack with that of the virus, so if you have the virus like we do, you just don't get a speed down. You're totally fine. So that was flawless. We couldn't get a Forget Me Now because we saw it immediately, and I'm not going to go for a refresh. That'd be pretty silly. Although I think I would have been able to get it this time, because I don't think I touched anything except the one item that was also in the item room pool. I hope you enjoyed the run. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.